People aren't going to believe this, but someone has to tell the truth. Black women in the US are not being employed for the jobs that they deserve. Very truthfully, there are a lot of Black women that are out of work right now to this very day. I lost my job in August 2025. In June 2026, I still haven't found a job. Let's break it down. It's not just me. It would be different if it was just a me problem, but it's not. The Economic Policy Institute, they write that Black women have suffered large employment loss in 2025. But specifically, I just want to point out this point. 55% of Black women in the US are employed right now. And that is ridiculous. Not even just that. The decline is the largest among Black women. It's like 0.5% for other races. Black women, it's 1.4%. And especially because they're detailing in this article that it's women who work in the public sector or who have college degrees. Real quick to tell you what exactly my background is, right? I have my degree in English education. I have my license to teach. I specifically work in technical engineering now. I've been working in technical engineering for the 5+ years, right? And I have gotten to the final stage of many, many interviews. But at the end, after the technical interview, I'm told that I'm not technical enough. I passed the technical interview. I did an assessment. I did this. I did 6 different interviews, and I'm not technical enough, right? There's something wrong right now with the job market, especially for Black women. And I'm sure that many Black women who see this are going to be able to attest to this and or talk about it. And I want to hear from you. If you're a Black woman or even a person of color who was out of the job market, especially since the last couple years, I want to hear your experiences. Honestly, I'm challenging anybody that is still working. If you have any people that are a person of color or especially Black women, I challenge you to check on them.
I check on people that's close to me. Doesn't matter if they Black, white, woman or male. Every single woman that I know that wants to work is working. Now, one thing that you can say that I can attest to that she'll probably say is the public sector has been ravaged, but the public sector has been ravaged for a lot of people. And what's been happening is Black women have been targeting the public sector. And that's why a lot of times when they say that we have the most degrees or we're the most educated, also don't say that they're the most enrolled and the most in debt. It's because they are picking degree fields that are not conducive to what society is requiring from them at the moment. And so they are looking for engineers. They are looking for people that have an education in STEM. So if you have a degree in education, but you were working in a technological field, it stands to reason that they could say, well, maybe you're not technical enough.
I think this panel is a microcosm of what we're experiencing. No matter how we present, we're still considered the same thing, right? I intentionally lowered my voice a few decimals and I was still called aggressive by somebody who has never met me, right? Going back to the social media trends and what we're seeing and then the outlash, at the end of the day, and Jasmine, right? She pointed this out, Black women, we are the backbone of American culture.
Absolutely.
So of course they're gonna come after Black women because we continue to always move the needle when it comes to any kind of metric you wanna look at. Any kind of success metric, any kind of attention metric, going back to beauty standards, we're often emulated. And the truth of the matter is our divine essence is what's intimidating. And so you find these very visceral reactions to us just existing as everybody.
Right? So the reality is whether you breathe or not, baby, we're the standard. And that's what it is. The beginning and the end starts with the Black woman. So regardless, whether you want to admit it or not, I think for the both of you, you stay on topic because what you just spoke about had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Absolutely good.
So let me land. So the reality is for the both of you to sit on the side of me and talk about aggression, what is the difference in what you're doing and what we're doing right now? Having a conversation. And yet we're the one, you just literally called out both of these Black women on the panel and you sit here with your attitude and you have a problem, but you tell them that they're aggressive, right?
Well, I have a long story with Yolanda.
So we talk about it.
She mad because I whooped her on the congressional list.
So as a Black woman, we're going to talk about history and we're going to talk about facts. So the moment that you realize,
I'm not done. A minute.
Lower your voice.
Hang on. No, she got where she got on her knees. Her story is way long, and she just got where she got because she filled many boxes in the DEI. Let's talk about merit, not about color. As a Latina, I don't feel any woman of any color with that behavior represent me as a woman.
of black women or black people in general just acting wild and out, dressing like hoes, ghetto ratchet behavior, and people are calling it out, not just white people.
And if I am angry, considering black women are the #1 target of everybody, then I'm justifiably angry. If I am angry, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna own it.
So when we're talking about different groups being vilified, if we're looking at the history of America and who has done the most violent crimes, it's your people. In regards to the way black women are viewed, I'm gonna continue speaking, but I'm gonna make sure that you're not intimidated right now, are you? I wanna make sure you're comfortable, because
no,
as a black woman, that's what we have to do in order to have a platform, right? In order to be able to speak uninterrupted, you have to make sure that you make somebody else feel comfortable.
All right, Angela, let's hear from you, your thoughts about this.
So here's my thoughts about this. I think the reason we're seeing more and more of these incidents is because people have cell phones, people have social medias. I don't think it's necessarily something that's new. I think it's been a problem that's gotten more and more aggressive. And this is about individual behavior. This is about people who do not take responsibility for the way they act, look, behave. I can remember being a teacher in an inner city school, and I'd have 1 or 2 mothers 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes every day, coming in 30 minutes late with their bonnets and their pajamas and their footies, bringing their kid in, stopping my class 30 minutes late every day, and then getting copping attitude with me when I would say, you need to bring your child on time. We have a situation where in the black community, unfortunately, there is a lack of father and parental father strong figures in the home. And so you're seeing a lot of behavior because of that outcrop of that. And instead of like blaming whitey or blaming slavery or whatever the things that are going to be blamed on this panel, I'm 100% sure, instead of blaming whitey, why not take...
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well today, and welcome to yet another episode. So guys, there's this show, I'm sure that most of you follow, the Isaiah Factor show, and he was hosting this phenomenal women, like women who are really educated, and they seem, or rather they know what to say, but then again, this is not the outcome. There's this lady, the white lady, who actually was given a platform to speak about the plight of a black woman, especially in the USA. But then again, she started belittling the black women, you know, just complaining that how they dress, how they eat, how they talk, and all that, forgetting that was not the matter of the show. The show basically just wanted to look overally what the plight of a black woman looks like in the USA. And it's so sickening that the black woman has been portrayed a certain way. The black woman has been depicted to behave in a certain way that should be able to please the society. The black woman has been sidelined in so many aspects, and we can even talk about, you know, the body, like the body shaming of a black woman. A black woman's body has been body shamed for the longest period of time, and what's more disturbing is how the society looks at it. The society actually agrees and doesn't do anything to it. So this woman, she got her dose either way, because she's sitting down and she's having a discussion with very elite women. She's having a discussion with people who have gone to school, not just any other person, you know. She's discussing, she's in arena with these women who knows what to say and when to say it. Even when they try to call her out that she's not going to the same direction that he should rather, they still call her out in a way that was very not really dramatic, but just to tell her whatever you're speaking about a black woman is really wrong, because we are here to talk about why the black woman has been written off most of the time. And it's not that they don't have maybe education. Most of them are really educated, but then again, you find that when the when actually your beloved president became president for the United States of America, most of black women were written off due to reasons which were not really valid, but because just you are a black person and you are a black woman and you need to behave a certain way. So she goes ahead and speaks about how a black woman eats, you know, how you chew your food, how you dress, which to her apparently does not meet the normal standards of people, how they should behave in the USA. And I'm like, okay, when you're talking about dress code, you know, like that is something that is that is something that is so overlooked, unless maybe it's about culture, something like that. So this discussion has heated the internet, and the internet is blazing, and everybody is just like, you know, most of the time you have to speak about this, you have to speak about that, about the black women. So where does the black woman plight lies in the society, and who is coming actually to save the black woman, really? Because when you sit down, it's not like these people, they're not doing okay in life. They have gone to school, they have done some really good courses. Black women are in STEM, but then again, nothing is going to be able to recognize them. So there's actually there's a story I did actually in this particular channel about the black excellence and how they have written off what the black people invented. And even when you look at the invention of the black women in general, black people really participated in it, and some of them are women which were never acknowledged in even Google itself has decided to write it off. And so, ladies and gentlemen, so that is for today. Let me know what you think about this particular topic on the comments down below. And just in case you're new here, my name is Yvonne and you're welcome to being part of my online family. Please guys, remember to subscribe. That is the only way you will support me to be able to be bringing you such particular content, and you know how we do. Until next time.